Sunday. It's Insider Zoom NASCAR report. I've got Wrycape and Joey Tron back to discuss the Palo Casino 400 from Auto Club Speedway. Well, guys, last race. At least you didn't get shut out, but it wasn't a great day at the racetrack. But uh, if you want to just go over last week and we'll get going.
Yeah, it went as I expected. So I'm glad I kept it light. But yeah, Ford's pretty much dominant the whole race, and they couldn't get it done. Uh, Eric Jones got spun out really early, so he was dead pretty quick. And then my bet that did cash was Joey Logano top five.
All right, good. And Joey, how did you do last week?
Yeah, so I went 0-2. I had Bubba Wallace top 10. He was in the top 10 going into that final lap, and of course he decided to pull some BS, came in I think 17th or 18th. And then I had Christopher Bell to win outright, and he came in third. So almost there.
All right, well, let's just get back this week and get back in the winning. So, right, you got some facts about this track, the Auto Club Speedway?
Yeah, so we're at the Palo Casino 400. This is race number 2 of 36. We are at the Auto Club Speedway. This is in Fontana, California. It's a wide 2-mile speedway, oval layout, 14 degrees of banking. This is one of the few remaining 2-mile tracks left on the schedule. This track surface is merciless on the tires. Wide, well-worn racing surface. It lends itself to multiple groove strategies, plenty of stops, pit stops. We're going to see a lot of fresh tires today. Restarts are pretty cool here. The drivers fan out 4 or 5 wide around turns 1 and 2. So, yeah, most of the Toyota camp had problems last season due to overheating. The season before that, they didn't have this race because of COVID. This is a driver's track, mixed grid. So it should be a pretty exciting race that since we didn't have any practice or qualifying. I expect this race to be pretty competitive. Past winners here, active drivers, are Kyle Busch, who's won here 4 times. We have Kyle Larson with 2 wins and 1 each for Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex, and Alex Bowman.
All right, very good. Joey, what are this week's trends?
Yeah, we got some good trends this week. First one, Hendrick Motorsports has won the last 2 races here. Including this race, the last 5 have seen a pole winner from a different team, which I found was very interesting with that one. Today is Kevin Harvick's 750th consecutive start in the Cup Series, where he will break the record for the most starts at this track. In addition to that, the last person to win 2 races, the first 2 races of the season, was back in 2009, and it was Matt Kenseth. 20 out of the 32 winners at Auto Club were born and raised on the West Coast, and most importantly of all, this is the last race NASCAR will be having at Auto Club.
Yeah, actually, portions of the property just got sold the other day. So I think what they're trying to do is turn it into a short track. But nothing's confirmed except that we will not be here next season.
Yeah, I heard them talking about it yesterday during some of that delay for Xfinity. They were talking about the selling of the land.
All right. So, what do you guys? What are the drivers to watch for this race? Who do you like?
All right. Well, I actually like the favorite this week. That's Kyle Larson. First 4 Cup Series wins of his career have been on these style of tracks, the 2-mile tracks. 3 wins at Michigan, the Fontana, and then 2 that he's posted here. He has 5 top 2 finishes in his last 8 starts here. 5 of his 19 victories come across this type of track. He's the type of guy that likes to get out front early and stay out front. And when he does that, he's hard to catch. But we've seen him do it often. He's good at rim riding on the top of the line track, and he's great at maximizing speed on the entries and exits of each turn.
All right, sounds good. You like anybody in this race, Joey?
Me, yeah. Same second verse, same as the first. I like Bell again this week, but I'm not shooting for the stars and going for first. I like him to be the best out of all the Toyota cars. This track has a very similar style to Michigan, in a sense of the shape and the length of the track. And Christopher Bell did really well there. His last two races, two of the last three races came in 8th and 10th. So I look for him to be pretty aggressive this week and try to get that adaptation from Michigan and transfer it over here and hopefully get that top Toyota.
Yeah, I personally have some Christopher Bell tickets as well. I think he's going to have a good race.
Let's go.
Well, if it's not gambling, if we don't take our shot at the big payout. So, who do you guys like for a dark horse in this race?
All right. So my dark horse for this week is going to be Chase Briscoe. He has just one start at Fontana, finished 16th last season. He was a rookie, but he has proven in the past that he posts pretty good results on these old track surfaces. Last season, he led 20 laps here. He just had a finish. He finished the end of last season strong at these types of track. He was 5th at Texas, 4th at the Fall of Vegas, and my model has him 3rd. So I like Chase Briscoe.
All right, Joey, you got a dark horse for us?
Yeah, I actually like one of the previous winners, Alex Bowman. I found him at plus 1,800 on BetMGM. I think that is an incredibly high price for a guy who does pretty well here historically. He won here in 2020, as we've noted. Chevy has absolutely dominated here as of late, and I think at the price of plus 1,800, I think that's definitely worth something for a previous winner here.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, gotta like those numbers. All right, now this is what the people join in for. Your guys' bets for the week. So we'll start out with Joey. What are your bets for the people?
Yeah. So one good prop bet that I'm on, I really like Eric Jones to win Group D. I found that at plus 220 on DraftKings. He'll be going up against Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, and Chase Briscoe in this group. He has a good history of this track. His average finish is 10.2 and 3 top 10s in his last 5 races here. Not only that, one disadvantage for him, he is starting near the back today. Unfortunate. However, I look for him to make his way to the front on strategically timed pit stops. Like Ryan had mentioned, you will see a lot of those. And I really think the timing of those will be really important today.
All right. Good. Wrycape, we got a couple picks for the people.
Yeah, so my first one, as I talked about Larson, I'm not taking him outright. I decided to go with Hendrick as the winning the winning race team. I found that at plus 255 on Barstool. I think Joey Tron, you said you found it at MGM for.
Yeah, I found it on BetMGM at plus 275.
Yeah, so if you have BetMGM, if that's offered to you, get that better number. But yeah, now instead of having just Larson, we have Bowman, Byron, and Chase Elliott as well on that one. My second bet, I have Chase Briscoe, top 10. As I talked about, I think he's going to have a good race today, and I like the price. That I found on FanDuel was the best price. It was actually the best price by a lot. I think the next closest was like plus 170. And then for my last bet, I found on Fox Bet. That is Joey Logano over Martin Truex. I found that for even money, plus 100. Logano would have been who we liked today, but I used him last week, so I'm just going to throw him in here. I think he has a good race. These are the types of tracks he's good on, and I think he does better than Truex.
All right, is that part of the our head-to-head parlay?
No, it's not.
So you didn't give me that one.
No, I just figured we all give them. We don't give them now.
Okay.
So yeah, for I decided we'll put a NASCAR report head-to-head parlay together for you guys. This will be found on DraftKings. I think they're the only place to let you to do that parlay the head-to-heads. But for me, I am going with AJ Allmendinger over Ricky Stenhouse. I think after the Daytona 500 win, you are a busy man. And he has his win. I don't know how aggressive he's going to be here. And I think Allmendinger is going to do well in that 16 car.
All right. Joey, what do you got?
Yeah, I've been back and forth on mine, but I'm going with Daniel Suarez over Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace has an average finish here of 24. Daniel Suarez has an average finish here of 17. Like I've been saying, Chevy cars are good here. I can't go against any of the Chevy cars. Suarez has 2 top 10s in his last 5 races here. Bubba's best finish was 19. And even with that, his best finish is still lower than Suarez's average. Bubba Wallace screwed me last week. I don't think he's going to do much today, and I think Daniel Suarez comes out on top in that head-to-head.
All right. I hope you're right because you keep flipping back and forth. That's the last one you sent me that I posted. So
good stuff.
He's telling me he changed his pick. I'm like, no, you flip your pick, dude.
I mean, technically it's a change.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go with Chastain over Reddick in this race. I know Rise likes Chastain in some things today, so might as well ride with the guy that knows what he's doing. So I got Chastain over Reddick in this one. So
yeah, I like that. I'm not too high on Reddick this week. I know a lot of people are, but we don't know how he's going to do in this Toyota car. I actually think the 8 is going to be better than Tyler Reddick.
All right, so Joey, you got for today, you got Bell top Toyota plus 310.
Yes, sir.
Eric Jones to win Group D, and Bowman at plus 1800.
Yes, sir.
And then the parlay Suarez over Wallace.
Yep, you got them all on the nail.
Fingers crossed. All right, Ryan, you got Hendrick race winner at plus 255. Briscoe top 10 at plus 200. And Logano over Truex at plus 100.
Yep.
And then, since I didn't write it down, I can't read it. All I know remember is Allmendinger. I don't know over who.
Allmendinger over Stenhouse. He had Suarez over Wallace, and you had Chastain over Reddick.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the parlay. All right, good stuff. Early in the season, we'll get the money back here as we go on. Didn't lose much last week, small week, so don't have a lot of work to make up here. But thanks a lot, guys. A lot of good information. People, a lot of ways to make money this week. So, right, Cape, as you always say to close it out.
Happy race day. Let's cash some tickets.
All right, let's cash some tickets, and we'll see you in some incarnation